Place.com and pickdogs.com. We have free picks on every game every single day. And, of course, I was the first one to do free picks on every single game every single day. I was the first one. I did it at Sports Chat Place many, many years ago, and now everyone does it, right? I mean, everyone just copies it. But I don't think anyone can do it as good as we do, and that's why, well, that's why no one watches their live shows. But anyways, of course, pickdogs.com, also our website. Love it. Our newer project. We started that one about a year ago. So be sure to check those sites out. Pick Dogs is a work in progress. Probably going to be mixing things up there as well. But coming off of NFL Week 2 is now in the books. Man, you have to stay on top of NFL, because that and college football, it's like you blink and the season is over. 2 games in, before you know it, you're 8 games in and half the season is over. So it's like you got to stay on the pulse and just do what you can. I made the cardinal sin last night of changing my pick. All week I was on the Raiders, and I changed the Saints at the last minute, and I paid the price, but I still had a good NFL, and I still had a good day. I still won all my baseball games. So we will take that any day of the week. Go Canes, baby. Interesting story. Went to go trade my wife's car in yesterday to get her new lease car, which she downgraded, which I appreciate. But I don't know why she did that, but she did. But anyways, the sales manager, also from Miami, he's like, yeah, I'm originally from Fort Lauderdale, whatever. And I said, oh, I'm from Miami. He's like, Canes. I'm like, yep. He's like, all right. It's like, it's kind of a Miami thing. Anyways, for Raymond Reddington, PayPal is up at the premium site. So you got your wish. PayPal is up and working. So there you have it. We did it. It was your request, and actually a bunch of people, but we'll call it yours. But anyways, we got Brian Bittler. We got the Puck Dogs with us. I'm also on the 6 o'clock show tonight. For the time being, Tuesdays and Thursdays are going to be my day on the 6 o'clock show, and I believe I'm doing. I believe that I'm doing Wednesday, or I'm not sure. I don't even know. All right. But let's get to today's card. Chris, how you doing? It's frozen. Brian, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing amazing. Off a 3-0 sweep yesterday. Love those Las Vegas Raiders. It was like taking candy from a baby.
Brian gets on a winner, and the rest of us are stupid. Rod, how about you?
I'm doing all right. It's another day. Our main town street's a disaster, so.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, big water main break.
Maybe Chris will join us in a second, but we can go back around the horn. What do you got going on in the premium area, Rod?
I've got 7-pack of plays there. I've got some MLB in there. Tonight's basketball in there, and a couple WNBA playoff plays that I really love today.
How about you, Brian?
Oh, I got a special deal for customers out there. I've swept the board 2 out of the last 4 days. Winning days, 3 out of the last 4, 69% over the last 4 days. Get all 7 days, $99.95. You're going to get my college football, NFL Thursday, my college football Saturday, my NFL Sunday, Monday Night Football. It's all there, $99.95.
Do I get is there a place for my keys?
Anyways, and if you buy that, Mitch will probably send you a T-shirt because that's $100. So.
And a place for your keys. How about you, Chris? What do you got going on in the premium?
I don't have a place for your keys, but it's my favorite day of the week. It's 2 for Tuesday, so I got 5 MLB plays. I got deciding the total in the NBA game tonight, all in one package over at the website. I'm loving today's games, man. I'll tell you, it's going to be a good day.
I've had one of the worst Major League Baseball seasons I can remember, and I think it's because so many favorites have come in because, so it's going to happen. But I think things have gotten a little bit better recently, so, I feel more.
I like the card today in baseball.
I do like the card today in baseball, too. I see a lot of value out there. So it's generally on days like this where they're saying that, you don't have to win every game to turn a nice profit. And I think that's really what it's all about. I also got a pick in the NBA where I have been tearing it up. So be sure to check that out. I got 5 picks, it's $30 for the non-guaranteed, $50 for the guaranteed. And then, of course, I still think the 3-day and, the 3-day, the weekly, the monthly, if that's your thing. But, those packages are non-guaranteed. I understand everyone has their own thought process or whatever. But I don't know. Maybe Thursday or something we'll run a special, like, I don't know, for the 3-day for the weekends or something with throw in a consensus or something. I'll figure it out. Anyways, we got NBA Finals. NBA Finals, Western Conference Finals. Man, I got to say, I'm a little wiped out. Hopefully you guys have had a chance to check out our Sports Chat Place YouTube channel. I'm doing early look NFL picks at Sports Chat, just right when the lines come out, first impression. And then later on in the week, the day before the games, I'm doing the Pick Dogs ones. So you guys can check all those out there. So that's why I'm so wiped. I did those, plus the Major League Baseball card, plus the basketball, plus the Dog of the Day, plus the Parlay, plus 2 live shows. All right. And 3 live shows yesterday, plus about 100 calls I had behind the scenes. The busy life of Mitch. I haven't played golf. I played golf once in the last 2 weeks. Anyways, Chris, Lakers Nuggets.
I think if we're going to want to see a tight physical game again tonight, I think this game 2 we saw where all the adjustments were made. I still think that this is going to be a physical series, especially with all the banging that Jokic and Howard were doing in the paint, and this is just going to be rough. I wouldn't be surprised if the first 200 wins this game. I'll take the under.
What about you, Brian?
I think Chris is 100% correct. I think the spread's a coin flip, but the total goes under pretty easily.
Rod?
I 100% agree. Give me the under here. First to 100 wins.
I'm on the under, too. We got a consensus here on the under. I got hammered on the YouTube comments giving out the under on the last game. People just crushed me. They're so mean, man. It's like, all I did was give out the under. You're so stupid.
Guys love overs. That's just the way it is.
Well, it's the squares love the favorite. They love the over, right? I mean, it's like if you're a square, the over in the favorite, over in the favorite. That's
take the Lakers and the over. Just the money line, not this. I'm not talking about the spread. Money line, over.
6.5 point spread with. Yeah, we'll just take the money line. But anyways, you got Major League Baseball. We got a full card, and some good games last night. We had our I'm struggling here. My trackpad is out of juice. That's why I'm kind of struggling here on the side. But our consensus pick, I believe, was the Seattle Mariners yesterday on this show against the Astros.
It was a Pirates, man, I think.
Well, that was one of them, but I think we also had Seattle, right?
Yeah, yes.
Against the Astros, and I had that one as a premium already. It was already in, and they got to them late, which is weird because normally it's the Astros that traditionally have gotten to teams late, but the Astros just have miserable road team, right? Just freaking terrible. And how about the Phillies, man, laying down like a bunch of dogs? I didn't take them, but spread knowledge was all over the Nationals in that one. It was like, Phillies, it's like, we don't want to play the postseason. That's what they're saying. We want out. It's like kind of the way the Tampa Bay Lightning felt about the NHL bubble. It's like, and the Reds, they want in. They're playing their asses off. So I know Brian thinks they're going to the World Series. He's a little ahead of himself, but I have to say that he's dead wrong on that one. Anyways, just my opinion. I think.
Well, I'm just looking for value as far as if you want to bet a futures play. I mean, you can't take the Dodgers, obviously.
Well, I know someone that probably did.
I'm just looking for the best bang for your buck for a team that has a chance to maybe win.
Even Rod with a broken sewer system, we got him to chuckle at that one. But it's like, nothing funny about the broken sewer system. It's funny.
Deal with a lot of shit in the last 24 hours.
Hawaii has a lot of septic tanks. and stuff from the old days. A lot of old construction. So it's like when you put in the swimming pool and stuff, they have to, they find like some old septic tank. It's just like, how much concrete can we dump into this thing? It's like try and fill it in. It's like some of them are gigantic too. But anyways, we got a full card today. 16 games, and the Phillies are involved in the mix again. And Chris, it's the Austin Voth show. I
know that. I knew that's why you wanted me to go first today.
It's he's the thing is that even with Voth going, I find it hard to get away from the Nationals. I just think the Phillies are so bad. They're so pathetic. This is the Dallas Cowboys of the Major League Baseball, right? It's just a lot of high-priced players that when push comes to shove, they're the ones getting pushed and shoved around. I mean, 27-27. They're 4-6 in their last 10 games when they're fighting for a postseason spot, as opposed to the Cincinnati Reds, who probably have the lowest payroll in baseball, or the bottom 5, right? I don't know. You tell me, Chris. Austin Voth against Aaron Nola, who, I mean, I used to love Nola back in the days when he was a minus 120 guy, but at minus 190, they can have him.
Yeah, I'm looking more towards the total, even with Nola on the mound. I don't know how a game with Austin Voth is only set at 6.5, even for a 7-inning game.
The audacity of the 6.5.
challenging, questioning my IQ with this game.
The unmitigated audacity to throw that 6.5 in a Voth game.
Give me the over. Give me the over 6.5 here.
Brian, you think the books are begging us to take the over here with the 6.5?
Yeah. Yep, and I also think Phillies split the doubleheader. I'm going to take the Phillies in Game 1 minus 1.5. I think the total. I think it's 4-. I'm going to take the Phillies minus 1.5 in Game 1, and then I'll switch to the Nationals in Game 2.
Yeah, Brian takes the Nationals in Game 1. All of a sudden, he never gets mail for the next 3 weeks. It's like they'll be piping in the booing through his window. In Philly.
Can you pipe booing into the soundboard? Is that something we can do?
How about you, Rod?
For me, I'm going to take the under here. I know it looks crazy, and they're pushing you to take the over, so I'm going to take the under. Voth looked good his last couple games. He only gave up 1 run last time he pitched. The time before that, what did he give up? 2 runs, I think. He's been playing good. He just hasn't been able to get that win. So give me the under.
Chris, Austin Voth Halloween costume. Is that a possibility?
Of course it is. I just have to go get a trash bag from the garage.
All right. Anyways,
maybe some toilet paper to deal with that bum.
The reason why I'm struggling with the comments is because I have trackpad issues here on my computer, so I might have to go off screen and get something else to do this. We got the Blue Jays against the Yankees. Tanner Roark up against Garrett Cole. They had Anderson here, I believe. Or Anderson was yesterday, right? It was all Jays. So. It was all yard goats yesterday. This one.
Yeah.
Now we're getting plus 235 on the yard goats, and I'm taking the 235. Originally I said I'll take the Yankees in my video, but I this morning. I did a little more digging. All the value is on the Blue Jays here, plus 235. All of it. There's no reason to take Garrett Cole. I mean, he's underperformer. He's the Amari Cooper of the Yankees. Chris?
And as much as I've slammed Tanner Roark, he's actually won. The Jays have won 5 of his last 6 starts, and I think that field in Buffalo is the great equalizer. I'll take a shot with Toronto as well.
So is it my direct audio? So this is a really confusing comment here. See, here's the problem. Here's something that he's trying to be helpful. Nelson Baez Mata. Mitch, your audio during the 6 p.m. show is a little off. See, I don't know what that means. So the best place to email to get in touch with me about something like this is my email, mitch@pickdogs.com. This way I have time to go over it with you and actually try and fix it. But, it's tough to do customer service and technical support during the live show, especially since I don't control the sound on the 6 p.m. show. My sound is done exactly the same way it's done for the show. I have a Rodecaster. It's called a Rodecaster, something like that. Soundboard pumped in, and I have the Rodecaster. This is a Rode Pro something microphone, and it's exactly the same. I don't touch the thing. I push one button. So it's on Tony's end. But it's like if I would have known that. Anyone else think my audio stinks? Because I put a lot into it. Brian, Blue Jays and Yankees.
I woke up there. Slight lean to the Blue Jays that they can't pass up on the value here. I think Tanner Roark might have his best game of the year.
Which isn't saying much. We'll have the Indians up against the White Sox. Bieber scratches, and it goes to Cal Quantrill, who's actually not horrible, but he's up against Ronaldo Lopez here for the White Sox, who's, I don't know, man. He was seen as the prize jewel of the Adam Eaton trade, and he's actually is now become the throw-in, and the Dunning and Giolito have actually been the better guys that the White Sox got out of that deal. It's weird that he was the centerpiece, right, of the take-back, and Giolito and Dunning were the throw-ins. I don't know. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, I was gonna take the shot with the White Sox, even if Bieber was pitching, because I think Lopez can hang with him. But with Quantrill pitching, I like the White Sox even more, especially that we're still getting plus money. So I'll take the White Sox.
Indians are really struggling. Once again, at the wrong time. Brian?
I think the White Sox are tired of losing, so I'm going to take the White Sox today on the plus money.
How about you, Rod?
I'm going to take the over. I think we see some runs.
All right. Got the it was the late Mike Moustakas home run in Cincinnati that caught that over. It was like the Reds game and the Mariners game both got blown open late. They were tight all the way, and they were blown open late. Sending my premium package to a winner. We got the Pirates up against the Cubs. Jose Quintana. It's hey, since we mortgaged the future for you, we might as well let you pitch. So we traded away Elroy Jimenez and Dylan Cease for you. We'll let you pitch. It's like, you think, like, I mean, I understand it. Well, I don't understand it. I don't understand the trade. I never will. It was kind of like he was the best available, right? It was like trade deadline. It's like, this is the guy, it was like trade. There's always like, in sports, there's always trade deadline hysteria and draft day hysteria. And trade deadline hysteria, it's kind of like Quintana was the guy who was available that day. And it was like, it took Dylan Cease and Elroy Jimenez to get him. At what point do you just bite the bullet and say, I don't need this lefty? I mean, I don't. I think that Dylan Cease and Elroy Jimenez is what you buy. That's when you say that. So when they put that on the table, and it's like, what's your I don't want to trade him price? I don't know. We'll take Elroy Jimenez and Dylan Cease for him. Okay. It's like, I do it all the time. Like, people want to advertise on the website, and I give them the I don't want to do it price. That'll be $87,000 a month with a 24-month commitment paid up front. It's like all of a sudden that they don't want to advertise anymore. It's always our competitors. It's like, I want to advertise on your site. Yeah, I really want a big covers ad on my freaking website. It's like, yeah, that won't make the place look like a whorehouse, right? Anyways, we got. It's like, do I get some dime store perfume with that? Anyways,
speaking of 2 for Tuesday, I could go for 2.
We got the Pirates and the Cubs. Chris?
Give me the over here. I don't want to deal with Jose Quintana, and the Pirates have lost 9 of their last 10. This could be a value spot, but I want the over here.
How do I feel screwed on the Pirates last night when they were never really in the game? Brian. It's like they screwed me. It's like, well, they were never really in the game. It's like, I mean, you could look at the Monday Night Football game and say, yeah, the NFL really wanted the Raiders to win. And the thing is like, I knew that, I freaking knew that. It's like, it's like you see 600 flags against one team. It's like.
I mean, the home team got treated like the home team in that one. But
no, more than the home team. They got more than the home team treatment. They got the royal treatment. I mean, what was the flags? 15-1, not even included in the declined. It was 15-1. It was not even. It was not even close. It's like there are certain games, and I've seen it with Alabama games as well. Even when they're up by like 20, you see Alabama with these crazy flags like this against the other team, and it's like. Just tell them not to show up and play, that they're not going to win. Save everybody the aggravation. Say it's going to be a cover for the Raiders. They're going to win outright, and just save us all the time. I'll watch the baseball. It's like, really, because that's what that game was. And it's like, I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying that is what it was. And it's like, I was on the wrong side of it. I've been on the right side of those. And I was on the right side of those until I changed my mind. It was just dumb. Dumb. It was just dumb. It was one of the worst picks I've made in a long time. Saints yesterday. Really, it was one of the worst picks. I would say it's my worst pick of the year.
I agree. I would on that one. I don't know why did I do the same thing, man. I was like this. It had the same makings as the damn Chiefs game, and I went and took the Saints. What the hell was I thinking?
I'm in a pool just like everybody out there. I'm in like a pool with a bunch of people. And it's a season-long pool, and then there's weekly prizes and all this stuff. And you have to take the Monday night game. And I had the Raiders. It's like, but I bet the Saints. It's like, what the hell? It's like early. Maybe I should just go by my early in the week videos that I do for Sports Chat, and just like where I like the Falcons, and then in the pick dogs when I gave out Cowboys. Like, what the hell was I thinking? I badmouth the Cowboys and I take them in the video. It makes it not funny. Nothing funny about
your first gut instinct.
It's not, but sometimes you it's not always right. Your first gut.
No,
it works.
Sometimes you dig in and you're like, oh, okay, well, yeah. What am I thinking there?
That was the worst pick I made all year. That was the worst pick I've made all year. Was that thing of any sport, anything any pick I've made all year. That was the worst pick I've made. It was the worst pick I've made. It was terrible. It was really, really bad. Because the Saints were the much better team. Much better. I mean, and it was just like, no matter what you do, no matter what's going on, I think it starts with the blow to the head on the quarterback when the guy sticks his arms up. It's like you start seeing that, you're done. I mean, it's like when they make that call, you've lost. It's like if you don't have the Raiders, if they make that call and you have the Raiders, you could just pretty much go to bed. You've won that game. There's no way you're not going to win that game when they start making that call. It's like, I don't understand. Like, this is one thing in the NFL I don't understand. Okay? The rules are so tight now, right, for the offensive players because of fantasy football, right? The rules are so damn tight. Oh, it's for player safety. It's not for player safety. They would they'd make it two-hand touch if it was for player safety. Yeah, it's for player safety. Yet we'll put a camera crane, 2 inches off the sideline, right? It's for player safety. It's for fantasy football because now, there's so many people that play fantasy football now, and it's made the NFL such this much bigger thing than it ever was. And the offensive players get this treatment, and it's like, where you put your arms up to block a pass, and that's 15 yards. It's like the crowd, when there's crowds, they cheer their quarterback taking an unnecessary roughness penalty. It's like back in the day, we were mad as hell when that would happen. We take our 15 yards, but it was never cheered. It was booed. It was like, that's the way it should be. It's like, you think when Turkey Jones put Terry Bradshaw in the pile driver that the Steelers fans cheered that? I mean, that was unnecessary roughness. I mean, he Terry Bradshaw, he took Turkey Jones, put Terry Bradshaw on a pile driver. You could probably Google it, go on YouTube, and watch the video. It's a straight pile driver, like a great pile driver. Like, you know, like if you watch wrestling, it's a textbook pile driver. That's unnecessary roughness. And the Steelers fans, there's no way they cheered it. But it's like the unnecessary roughness today, they cheer it. Because it's like this ticky-tack bullshit that, like, you know, swings the game. I hate it, man. This is why I like it.
It was a shot to the head of the quarterback. It was pretty obvious. Back in the day, it'd never get called. But that's what the way the rules are.
The quarterback didn't go to the ground because of the force of the blow. It was ticky-tack.
He also slid on a play and he touched
his helmet. How about blocking and tackling are now penalties? You know, blocking is a penalty and tackling is a penalty. I mean, I think you start reeling the rule changes back. You go back to the horse collar and you make that legal. And then you everything else that you've changed this game and destroyed, you know. Football is a physical sport, and if you're a football player and you don't want to be in a physical game like Amari Cooper, then you shouldn't be playing this game.
The problem with the horse collar is it ruins guys' knees. You know, they can't let guys.
So for 100 years, it was no problem. For 100 years, the horse collar was no problem. It didn't ruin the guy's knees, just like the 5-man baseball rotation. Oh, the guy's arms are going to wear out. There's more arm problems and surgeries since the 5-man rotation than there ever was. Back in the day, the guys used to start 45 games a year, man, and it's like they never had these kind of injuries that you see today. All right, anyway, speaking of injuries, Sonny Gray against Brett Anderson. Brett Anderson's always injured. Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the
Reds
over here
Brewers.
as well.
People say don't say what team it is. Reds Brewers.
I'm gonna take the over here as well. Like you said, Anderson, he's usually injured, and Sonny Gray's just coming off the injured list where he had an ERA of around 25 from his previous 2 starts. Maybe the back strain was part of that, but I still think the offenses wake up for this one. I'll take the over.
Mitch talks too much. Another comment like that. Well, it's, you know what? I do talk too much, and that's what my show is. You know, and it's like if I miss somebody's pick, they have plenty of opportunities to say, hey, man, I didn't get my pick in, you know, on this game. If I miss somebody's pick, they have plenty of opportunities. Everyone can, as much as I talk like this, everybody else can take the mic just as easily, man. It's like,
yeah, sometimes I jump in with stuff.
well, except for, we don't want to hear from you, but I mean, the other guys, you know, like if Chris or Rod has something to say, you know.
I just stand up, say words, and that's all.
And if Jeter wants to eat icingless Pop-Tarts, so be it.
I think the Brewers are a good value play today. I like the Reds overall long term, but in this game, I think the Brewers show up and get a win.
Rod?
I like the over as well. I think we see a whole pile of runs here today. And give me the Reds. How can you go against the Reds? You got futures on the Reds to make the World Series.
I'm not sold that Sonny Gray's 100%, so we'll see what happens tonight.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to go that deep into the game, but then you know.
I think he'll have a 60 pitch count or something.
Yeah, I mean, the Reds have starters in the bullpen, you know, is what they have. Most of the guys who are in the Reds bullpen were starters at one point in their career for the Reds.
You might as well say this is a playoff game.
It is a playoff game.
Yeah. Because these two are battling it out. So
last night's game played exactly like a playoff game. When the Brewers got that first home run off Castillo, I was pretty sure the Brewers were going to win. I kind of bitched out on the whole thing. I was kind of, oh no, we're going to lose.
You're one of those guys that were complaining in the 5th inning.
Yeah, I was.
I hate when guys do that.
Oh, I can't stand it because I'm normally, you know, it's like if you're winning. You know, if it was you that hit the home run, it was like, we got this one. But if it's the other team, then it's like, we still got a chance. We're still in this thing. It's like.
My friend Damien, who handicaps us, like, he'll text me in the first inning if the team gives up a run. I'm like, it's the first inning, man. Calm down. Relax.
It's, if you give out betting site recommendations on our show, then you'll be banned from commenting, is the way that works. So, sorry, you guys are going to have to go. Kind of, it's a written rule. It's not an unwritten rule. It's a written rule. So, you guys will be gone. Commenting. There's a million sports books out there. I'm sure you could find it on yourself. You can Google. Mike 0719900 apparently does not have Google on his internet. Anyways. Hey, Mitch, try fixing your picks, you hack. Thanks for being a fan. I'm here all week. Anyways, you got... did you give your pick, Rod? Yes, you did, because you talked through the laugh track. All right. Cole Hamels was scratched in Atlanta, and it's Bryce Wilson. So, we don't have Cole Hamels to beat up anymore. I don't know, man. Originally, I really liked the Marlins here with Hamels pitching. Bryce Wilson is actually a legitimate major league pitcher. He's a reliever, though. I don't know. This should be interesting. Now, Jose Urena's going. I know Brian always likes him. Chris, what do you think? Braves, Marlins.
I'm gonna parlay the Marlins in the over here. I think Urena can bounce back. I like the over more though. Bryce Wilson gave up 16 runs in 20 innings for the Braves last year, and I think we see a pile of runs in this one too though. Give me the over. Brian,
I'm trying to fix my picks over here. I am a hack. I love that. That's one, like, I'm in a group of like live streamers that do like, all different things, not sports betting or anything. I think I'm pretty much sure I'm the only sports betting person. I might be the only one that bets at all in the whole group. And, it's a bunch of live streamers. They're all into Star Wars and stuff like that. But it's, I'm going to show them this comment. They're going to love it. Go ahead, Brian.
I'm going to take the Marlins plus money here. I think they're just a hungry team and they want to get in the playoffs and they need a win. Give me the Marlins.
People are still talking about my audio with Tony. It is not done via Skype with Tony. This show is done via Skype, but Tony's show is not done via Skype.
This is vMix.
It's done via vMix software. So vMix is a software that's only available for PC. It's not as good. Yeah, this guy is still asking this Mike about this guy. Mike doesn't have Google. So
tell him to use Bing.
Yeah, use Bing. It's awesome. Or Yahoo.
Speaking of Yahoos.
Bitler has got a little comedy going on today with the Bing comment.
Pivot.
This guy is still doing it, man. I mean, he's asked the same question 100 times. It's like, how freaking hard is this? I mean, I literally use 25 betting sites. I mean, I probably have an account. Like, name any offshore company. I probably have an account there. Even if I don't use it, I probably have an account. Yes, we are hacked. Now you guys are hacks, too. Welcome to the club.
Cool.
Those guys want to find a sports book, go to the sportschatplace.com odds page and click on one of the...
Yeah, he's in California.
Oh.
Did you give a pick on this Marlins Braves fiasco?
Marlins.
Oh.
Rod?
Over. Give me the over.
Blake Snell and Seth Lugo, Mets against the Rays. Blake Snell on the cheap. Chris?
Yeah, this is the side I'm going to give out on the drive-thru tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern, so you don't want to miss out on this. But as far as the total goes, I like the over here. I think we go over this one.
The Pirates. Wayne says the Pirates have been a lousy dog for the last 2 weeks. No. This team is 15-39. That's not a couple of weeks problem. That goes well beyond a couple of weeks.
I wonder what the numbers are though. If you bet 100 a game on the Pirates, what you'd be down. It can't be that
It can't. I bet you it's not as bad as laying run line with the Dodgers or betting the Dodgers. That's not.
I'm going to disagree with Chris. I'm going to take the under in the Rays game. I think we see a lockdown performance from Snell, and I think a bounce back here from Lugo.
Oh, he's saying that my audio is low on that show. So I could always turn my audio way up on like it is right here, but it runs way hot, right? So now I just lost my sound meter, so I can't even get it back to normal. But anyways, let's see. Here we go. Yeah, I could just always tune that up. If people say I can't hear you, I could always turn my sound up right there. So I got this fancy soundboard with lights and dials. Rod, Blake Snell, Seth Lugo, Mets, Rays.
I'll take the Rays here on the run line. I think the Rays can beat up the Mets, win by a couple.
We're slow playing the Major League Baseball card here for you. I got the Twins and the Tigers. I don't see who's pitching for the Twins, Chris.
TBD.
Kenta Medea I have listed, but who knows?
That's possible.
I'm still seeing undecided.
So it's TBD versus the Tigers. I like Tarek Skubal. I'll take the Tigers.
Yeah, I'll take the Twins as long as the price isn't too crazy.
If you can get the Tigers at plus 170 or above for this game, then lean to the Tigers.
I'll take the Twins on the run line.
I didn't get kicked off the leaderboards. I think I should. I'm definitely still on the leaderboards for NFL and NBA. I'm pretty sure I'm on there.
Oh yeah, for the sports.
Yeah. Jay, once again, has no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, I like the guys if you have one bad day.
No, I like the guys that come on the show and like they don't look and then they just spew. It's like if you want to call me out on something, have some facts, and it's like I'm here. It's like I got nowhere to hide, man. I'm not like these other guys, that you see on the other sites where it's like, they don't even do live shows where you can even comment or anything like that, and well, no one would watch if they did, but
if they do, they usually have 2 or 3 watchers, and one of them's usually their mom watching. So
yeah, mom likes are the best. Mom likes this.
Mom approved.
Yeah, my mom watches the show. That's why she got me this new chair to sit.
I got 3 likes. Me, my page, and my mom.
Can we get that on a shirt?
Me, my page, and my mom. Solid. Maybe I'll get a couple of handicappers from the site to hit the like button, but most of them wouldn't even know what I was talking about. Where are we? TBD and Twins.
I think we're on to the O's and Red Sox now.
Keegan Aiken versus Nick Pivetta. Nick Pivetta, Brian, a blast from the past for him, up against Keegan Aiken. It's been pretty good. I don't know. The Orioles usually play really well at Fenway Park, Chris.
In no way am I ever taking Nick Pivetta where I have to lay juice. I'm going all on the Baltimore Orioles today. I like Keegan Aiken. Give me the Orioles.
Brian, a little insight on Pivetta for us?
Well, if Pivetta was any good, he'd still be on the Phillies, and you see what the Phillies starting pitchers are like. So, to me, this is like a game that didn't make my premium picks list, but I like the Orioles too.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not laying any juice with no Pivetta. Take Aiken here. Orioles get the win.
Got the Royals up against the Cardinals. Austin Gomber on the mound for the Cards versus Brady Singer, who I like. I like the Royals. Chris?
I'm on the Royals as well. Singer's given up. He's thrown 14 straight shutout innings, and I don't know if that continues here, but I expect him to be better than Austin Gomber. Give me the Royals.
I think Singer's gotten stronger as the season goes on. Give me the under here. I think it stays under the total.
Right.
I'll take the Royals here. Not Land. Gomber?
Goober.
Goober.
Wow, you guys,
Goomber.
you guys are mean. You guys are tough crowd today. Got the Angels against the Padres. Zach Davies up against Griffin Canning. Chris?
You can get a nice Canning on the back door on the way out back to the bullpen. I'll take the Padres on the run line here.
How about you, Rod?
Yeah, you got to go with the Padres on the run line here. I cannot back no Angels.
All right, we got the Diamondbacks against the Rangers.
Hey, you forgot me.
No, we didn't.
I'm gonna steal from this. This is my goal of the day, baby. Take the Angels.
Anyways, we got the Diamondbacks up against the Rangers.
Do not sully the good name of the dog of the day with the Los Angeles Angels.
Hey, they're gonna win easy today. I might even lay the reverse run line on the Angels today.
You go ahead and do that. We got the Diamondbacks against the Rangers. You guys like that one, huh? You got the Diamondbacks against the Rangers. Got Caleb Smith and Jordan Lyles. This is straight garbage, man. Straight garbage. It's weird because this is a game where I'm pretty sure that even with no fans in the stands, there's still going to be more people than would have been there had this been a regular season game. What do you think, Chris?
I'm torn here because the pitching matchup is terrible, but the two teams can't hit. So I don't know what to do here. I'll take the under. I think we. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about this game. I'll take the under. That's all I can say about it.
Got a lot of Tuesday morning quarterbacks here on the Raiders, man. And where were all you guys yesterday? Because in our Facebook group, I didn't see like all these Raider picks. Now I see just tons of them.
Yeah, in the Facebook group, there's lots of Saints and Saints money line.
Thank me later, even though the game's already done.
I like Arizona.
Mitch, please tell us how gas was 25 cents a gallon back in your day. Times are different. Adapt or shut. STFU. I know what that means. Cigarettes for 65 cents a pack.
I remember when gas was $1 a gallon, but
yeah, it was less than $1 a gallon. It's actually was less than
$1.
You're
10 years older than me. So
no, it was less than $1 a gallon. Like 15 years ago, there was a run where it was like less than $1 a gallon.
It was just a run that it was probably less than $1 a gallon.
Yeah.
Nobody was driving anywhere.
Gas on the island.
Gas was just dirt cheap.
Jay really offended me and hurt my feelings with that comment. I don't know if I can continue. All right, I'll continue. Thanks.
We only got 2 more left.
Chris, L.J. Newsome against Framber Valdez. Seattle and Houston. I liked Seattle a lot yesterday, but I don't know about this one.
Give me the under here. I think we see another low scoring game.
I don't watch I've never seen it. Like I've made it through like 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes, like 2 minutes of the Jimmy the Bag show. Like not even 2 minutes. I don't, I know Jimmy. I don't know him like well, but I mean, he knows me. I know him. It's, we've emailed before. I've never spoke to him personally, but yeah.
Who is he?
He does a show. He used to be on SBR. Now he's on something else or whatever. But I don't know. He talks the entire time. So, it's I don't really care. Everyone's free to do their own show, whatever. It's a different thing. I'm not really sure what he's doing. Like when I talked to Jimmy, it was like I asked him if he would consider coming over here, but I wasn't. He didn't really have a like we have a purpose. It's like I know what I'm doing here. It's like I communicate with the audience because these are the people that, are into the same things that I'm doing. And this is why I do the website, is because to meet people that are like-minded and get on winners. That's the ultimate goal, right? And, everything else is gravy. But it's like when you don't have a game plan and you're just kind of just doing something, well, where does it go? Like I know where I'm going with this. This show, it might not seem like I know what I'm doing, but trust me, I know what I'm doing, right? We have more and more viewers every day, and but we have a plan. I'm not, it's not definitive. It's not like it's definitely going to happen. It's definitely going to go this way. But we have ideas, and it's like we have a purpose. It's like whatever. It's like, but with him, I'm not really sure what his plan is. And I think once he figures that out, maybe he'll change what he does. He's not a bad guy or anything like that. I'm just saying he doesn't know what he wants to do, so it's very hard to do it. He's a comedian. He wants to do comedy, and it's like, so then why are you doing sports? Then you should really go for it. Go to Chicago. Go to Second City. Be a comedian. Take your shot.
Yeah.
If not, then you're always going to say, man, you're always going to be, some guy that's not sure what they're going to do. Take your shot, man. I walked out. I was physically escorted out of my last job, and I do this full time, and it's like this is my shot. And it's like I could have let Sports Chat go, but instead I did legal proceedings and put up a lot of money to get it back. I took a shot, man. That's what I do. I make big bets, and some of them are on myself, and some of them are just Thankfully, one of them wasn't on the Saints. I was reasonable in that one. I do need a Snickers today. I kind of need a Snickers every day. Anyways, we got sidetracked. Seattle and Houston, did you do this one? Anyone? Brian, did you do it?
I'm going to go the under of Seattle. I think we see a low-scoring game.
I'm going to take Houston here on the run line.
Wow. Mattress Johnny just hates my guts. Just really hates me. Man, I don't know. Just is what it is, man. All right. I'll cope. I'll get past it, man. Was a little bit of therapy. Dustin May and Frankie Montas, Dodgers and Athletics. We haven't seen odds like this on the A's all season, Chris.
Yeah, I'm tempted to take them, but Montas is giving me a bit of a headache. ERA over 8 on the road this season. I'll take the over here. I think this one hits double digits.
Brian?
I like Oakland today. Too good to pass up. I think Montas gets himself in check before the playoffs start.
I keep skipping picks. But Chris did a pick on the Cincinnati game. He said Payne.
Yeah.
Who'd you take in the Cincinnati game, Chris?
One. Over, I think.
Yeah, I had the over.
Yeah. This guy, just because you don't listen carefully.
That was the game you laughed at me when I took the Brewers. I think the laugh track was on.
Yeah. And I will continue to mock you. Wow. Tough crowd on a Tuesday, man. Tough crowd.
Is there any chance Miami looks past Florida State onto Clemson and Florida State catches them off guard?
No chance ever.
I know it's an in-state rival game, but
it's not just it's the game of the year. Believe me, most Miami fans like myself would take a 1-11 season with the one win being over Florida State. Almost, it's that.
Florida
bad.
State's tempting me a little bit.
Go ahead, man. The games are always close. They're always close. Doesn't matter if one team's good, one team's bad. It's rare you see a blowout in a Miami-Florida State game. There's been, I think, a handful.
I just hate Florida State. They always screw me. So,
well, they're not good. Florida State's not good.
And they're always overrated, and the lines are never good with Florida State.
Well, they have really good athletes. Really good athletes. They just haven't had a good coach in a long time. Why do I use so many books? I don't use so many. Just over the years I've used them. A lot of times the books shut you out. If you win, they don't like it. They say you're a professional and they throw you out. Is what happens. I got a list. I can tell you, man. That's what happens. Sometimes they nullify your bets and throw you out. They nullify after you won. They nullify them and throw you out. This guy's a professional. No one bets halftime of college basketball like that. Giants versus Rockies. Drew Smiley versus Kyle Freeland. Chris.
Yeah, I'll take the over here as well. Like Freeland the Rockies haven't had much luck with Freeland on the mound lately, and I'm not laying minus 165 with Drew Smiley. I'll take the over 8.
Chris, super chatty in the comments today. It's Mr. Chatty in there. It's moderating. Moderating. How about you?
I'll tell you, early on in this game, you could get the Giants at a reasonable number, but it's kind of floated past that a little bit. I'll take the over here.
Yeah, I'll agree. Give me the over.
All right. Brings us to our long-awaited parlay segment of the show. Unless I missed some kind of sporting event. There's no hockey, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people love to talk about yesterday's picks. It does not help.
I don't know. I like to talk about the Raiders, but that's just one. It's just one day of a good pick.
Let's talk about some of your others. You know.
No.
Let's go through.
Maybe the Falcons. I like that one. But.
Let's go through some other ones. How about that Cleveland Browns game of the month?
Hey, Cleveland.
They lost.
It
was a loss. It was a loss.
I forgot about that one already.
They did not cover. Game of the month.
I would take Cleveland every day of the week on that situation in that spot after getting their ass kicked the week before. But.
Mitch seems to say I'll take them without even putting thought into it. Are you kidding? I've gone over these games more times than anybody. Believe me,
it's because he's already done videos.
I've already done everything, man. It's like I've researched these things. I haven't been out of the house. Like I looked at my credit card bill to pay my credit card bill. I haven't been out of the house since September 12th. I don't know what day it is, but I haven't been out of the house since September 12th. What's today? 20-something, right?
22nd.
Yeah, I haven't been out of the house in 10 days. And I'm not sick or anything. Trust me. There's thought put into this. Since the NFL started, I haven't been out of the house. I think that's what it is. Something like that. The 12th was last Sunday. So I haven't been out of the house since last Sunday. That's not good. That's really not good at all, man. All right, Chris. Tell me a parlay.
I'm going to go 4 legs. They're all going to be overs. I like the over in the Cubs-Pirates game, the over in Milwaukee-Cincinnati, over in the Oakland A's and LA Dodger game, and the over in the Colorado Rockies and San Francisco Dodger game.
How about you, Rod?
For me, I'm going to go Rays on the run line. The Nationals, game 1, money line. And I'm going to go WNBA, Connecticut Suns, money line. Parlay that up, and you get over 20 times your money.
What about SBR? Those guys are the morons of the morons. It's like, whatever they say, they're the worst. It's like, you want to pick out, like, who's the worst? I should show you my email list of these guys begging to advertise on our site. And I'm like, I would not expose our people to them. I did a show with on SBR, a video with them, probably like 10 years ago, maybe less. It was the Super. They had me on for the Super Bowl, and it was I don't even remember who was playing it. It was so long ago, and it's the last thing I ever did with them, man. It was like, they put the sleaze in sleaze. If you go with them, you get what you get. That's all I gotta say, man. You get what you get. There's a reason why they live in a little island like that's not in the United States, right? That's like, there's a reason, you know? There's a reason. Anyways, Brian, you got a parlay?
Yeah, of course I got one. 3-gamer, Nuggets under the total. Baltimore Orioles, and my favorite pick, Angels.
Let's see. All right. I got the I'll take the Blue Jays, the White Sox, and the Tigers. Blue Jays, White Sox, Tigers. Anyways, this is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Got Chris Ruffalo, Rod Zawacki, Brian Bittler. Thanks, guys. We'll see you guys. I'll be on at 6 o'clock tonight. I'm co-hosting with Tony T. I'm filling in. And I had fun with it yesterday. I'll see how fried I am after doing all these shows and videos. But going to give it my best shot. And, of course, tomorrow's a whole new day. We got NHL tomorrow, and we'll be one day closer to Thursday college football, Thursday NFL football. And got the Heat, Celtics tomorrow. We got a lot to talk about tomorrow.
Love that game on Thursday, Jags and Dolphins.
We got a lot to talk about tomorrow, and some of it might even be sports. So thanks, everyone, for joining us. Of course, we'll try and act more professional tomorrow. Have a great day.